Hello students, welcome to Rohit Tutorials. In this video, we are going to cover assignment number 6 of Object Oriented Programming Lab, that is exception handling. Statement is implement a program to handle the arithmetic exception array index out of bound exception. The user enters the two numbers, number 1, number 2. The division of the number 1 and number 2 is displayed. If the number 1 and number 2 were not integer, the program would throw a number format exception. If the number 2 were 0, the program would throw an arithmetic exception and display the exception. So we are going to display the exception as well as handle the exception in this practical by using try and catch. So let's move towards practical session. Open Notepad, save as exception.java, save file. Open this file inside STS, write class exception. Inside that main method is available. So this is actual structure of our program. Here we are going to take two values from the user, integer num1 comma num2. System.out.println, enter first number. For taking the value from the user, we are using the scanner. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in semicolon. So system.out.println, enter first number, num1 equal to integer dot parseInt sc dot next. As we know that sc dot next accepting the string value, we have to cast it into the integer by using integer dot parseInt. So string value will be converted into integer. You can also use directly sc dot next int. For that, no need of this parsing, that is integer dot parseInt. Now for second number, copy this, paste it, enter second number, num2 equal to integer dot parseInt sc dot next. Now next we will divide number 1 by number 2. System.out.println, num1 divided by num2. Execute the code, cmd java c exception.java. Code compiles fine. Execute the code. Enter the first number. Suppose first number is 20 and second number is suppose 10. So we are getting the output as 2. But if suppose we provide the value, first number is suppose any string str. So here we are getting the output as java.lang.numberFormat exception. So this is number format exception raised because of this string as an input. And if suppose we execute the code, first number is 20 suppose and second number is 0, then at that time we are getting the arithmetic exception divided by 0. So first is number format exception, second is arithmetic exception. Now we have to handle this number format exception and arithmetic exception by exception handling mechanism like try and catch. Go to our code, find out the risky code. So here values from the user we are accepting. In this statement also value from the user we are accepting, and here we are printing dividing number 1 divided by number 2. So these three statements are risky code. We put that code inside try block. After that, the corresponding catch block is there, as number format exception is raised because of this num1 and num2, as we are providing the wrong input. So write number format exception class, object is e. Inside that, give the proper message system.out.println num1 or num2 should be integer. Without this try and catch block, the program is abnormally terminated. So for normal termination, we are providing the try and catch block. So for the number format exception as well as catch block for arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception, object is e, system.out.println num2 should not be 0. So proper message we are providing. So this is called as normal termination. Compile the code, execute the code. Suppose first number is str. So at that time num1 or num2 should be integer. The proper message we are getting. Also number 1 is suppose 20 and num2 is 0. So here num2 should not be 0. So again the proper message we are getting. So this is called as a normal termination of the program. As the exception is raised, it is called as abnormal termination and we are getting the proper message. So this is nothing but the normal termination. Now go for array index out of bound exception. Suppose integer array equal to values are 10, 20, 30. We created array. Name of the array is array. For 0th index 10 value is available. For first index 20 value is available, and for second index 30 value is available. If we print a of 0 we are getting 10, a of 1 we are getting 20, and a of 2 we are getting 30. But if we print array element equal to suppose array of 3 index is not available, 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index is not available. If we execute the code, compile the code first, execute the code, enter first number 20, enter second number is 10. After that we are getting the exception as exception in thread main java.lang.array index out of bound exception, because index 3 out of bound for length 3 at exception dot main. This statement is risky, so we have to add this statement inside try block, and the corresponding catch block for this try catch, copy this class array index out of bound, same you can do for number format exception as well as for arithmetic exception. Paste it here, object is suppose e, save it, opening curly, closing curly, system.out.println, provide the proper message array index out of bound. This is the proper message. Execute the code now. First compile the code, after that execute the code, enter the first number 20, second number is 10. Next we are getting the array index out of bound as a proper message. This is nothing but handling the array index out of bound exception by using try and catch. And last is null pointer exception. Suppose string s equal to null is there, and we are calculating length of null string. Suppose s dot length. Execute the code, compile first, execute it. First number is 20, second number is 10. Exception in thread main java.lang.nullPointer exception. As the string is null, so we can't calculate the length of null string. So how to handle it? So calculating the length, this is the risky code. So use that code inside try block and the corresponding catch block. For null pointer exception, copy this, go to our code, paste it, object is E, write here a proper message, string should not be null. Save it. Now compile the code first, execute it. First number is 20, second number is 10. We are having the output as 2. 20 divided by 10, 2. Array index out of bound, proper message. Because we are searching for array of index 3, it is not available, so we are getting the proper message array index out of bound. And after that we are going to calculate the length of null string. So here exception is occur and we handle it by using try and catch block. So catch consisting of proper message, string should not be null, that message is showing here. So this is about exception handling assignment. Thank you.